I think what we should do is our own video about my experience in restaurants. Let's not run from the kitchen. Let's embrace it. Let's break it down. Let's explain why I'm burnt out, damaged, and changing direction in my life for another passion, connecting people. The key component between every project I touch is still what food always was meant to do: bring people together, fellowship, storytelling. I left the kitchen for the world. I traded my chef knives for a camera, a pen, and a backpack full of gear. I changed my chef whites for the street clothes I used to wear underneath them. I am still that metalhead punk kid from Connecticut who loves music, food, art, and culture, and the chaos of truth and grit. I didn't walk away from the heat, I walked into another kind of fire. I left one circus for another, the one we call life. As a cook, a chef, even though I hate calling myself a chef, we don't get to be outside much. We don't see the seasons change. We watch the world pass us under fluorescent lights. We sweat in confined spaces with the same group of people more than we see our own families. Kiss weekends goodbye, kiss birthdays, holidays, weddings, all goodbye, unless you're working them. That used to be the lifestyle. You showed up, you shut the fuck up, you did the job. Now it's sore throats, Instagram ideas. It's line cooks asking to add Food Network trends to a menu they didn't even write for a station they can't even hold down. Let me make it clear: you are not paid to be clever. You are paid to execute, to rinse and repeat with precision, to own your station, to know your role and understand the dance, the difference between ordering, firing, plating, loud, fast, communication, no hand holding. I was brought into structure, a skill set, a world of order through chaos. If you didn't prep, you were fucked. And you owned it. I didn't walk into creative playground. I walked into war and I loved it. I loved the rush, the fight, the battle every night. But as the years went on, one thing became clear. I wasn't hired to be a chef. I was hired to be another cog in the machine. No one took a chance on me until I met Art in the early 2000s, the owner of the Double Olive in Hendersonville, an old school New York Italian. He saw something in this crazy New England kid stuck here in the South. That kitchen ran like home. The chef Ray brought me in, taught me, respected me. They made me a sous chef. They showed me how to build menus. But you want to know something? Cracks started to show. Checks started to bounce. Deliveries stopped. Cops started showing up. And like rats on a sinking ship, we knew it: get out or go down with it. If you ever worked in a real kitchen, you know the code. Some of us fight the good fight. Some of us vanish before it all explodes.
Ship my pants? Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding.
You can ship your pants right here.
You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants and it's very convenient.
Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my bed.
And not everyone's your friend. Not everyone's good. The kitchen is full of criminals, addicts, drunks, lifers, runaways, and the land of misfit toys. As Anthony Bourdain said, we are a crazy bunch of misfits. But while we're working together, we're family. Before the era of entitlement and top chef delusion, this wasn't an art, a craft. Now, culinary school is overpriced, bloated, and full of people who don't last a week in real world kitchens. I've run circles around culinary grads who couldn't small dice a potato. I knew another shift was coming in the early 2010s when safe spaces started to hit kitchens. I was in a freezer doing inventory when a greenhorn came in crying because a line cook told them to move and not in a polite way. Chef and I looked at him, looked at each other, and laughed and said, "This is the safe place, but you better toughen up." He didn't last a week. I've seen cooks call out sick not because they were sick, but because they were dope sick or hungover or lazy. Meanwhile, I worked open to close, partied, showered, and came back like nothing happened. That was the rhythm. You worked, you survived, you repeated. A lot of these places that call themselves high end are reheating Cisco and US food packages. You see those trucks in the alleyway? That's not scratch. You want real advice? If a chef tells you he knows everything, you better run. If a chef doesn't teach you, there's a reason. Most kitchens run on Hispanic power because they don't whine. They show up, they listen, they work, they don't ask for the spotlight. And you want a chef to respect you, don't call in, don't flake. Own your station, hog the towels, stay clean, help your crew. You might earn a nod one day. And if chef walks up, starts doing your job and says, "How am I doing?" Shut up and pay attention. That's your lesson. If they start asking questions mid rush, no feedback, and they have that stare, you're being tested, not on facts, but on composure.
Whoa! You know you can't bring that weak ass stuff up in this Humpty Bumpy. You killed a Joe, you make some more. You know that, baby. Else you in for a long day. A long day. Cause Triple T's up in this bitch!
I went to Emmett O'Brien. We were a trade school, fully operational restaurant with real lunch Tuesday through Friday. If you weren't on the pass with your meal in 10 minutes, you were graded drop every minute. If your Friday prep list wasn't ready on Monday, you would be eaten alive and you were fucked. And if you fucked up, chef called your house and then told the whole class. Shame wasn't seasoning, it wasn't hazing, it was part to bring you character. I don't hate cooking. I hate what it's become. It's not about the food. It's about clout. It's about vibes. It's about chefs who think they're influencers. It's about diners who can tank a restaurant with a single tweet. Uh, it's about owners who don't know food and chefs who don't know work. I'm not bitter because I left. I'm bitter because the craft left. I'm not quitting. I'm just changing my fight to all my real chefs out there, the real ones. You guys are legends, fighters, warriors. You should be held to a higher regard than the world gives you. And to the rest of you, if you're here for fame, go somewhere else. You won't make it. You'll never be Michelin. You'll never be James Beard. And you'll never be remembered. You know how many people get eaten alive in this industry? Leave the restaurants alone. It's one of the last true free places on earth. If you fit in, you'll find your people. We fight, we drink, we fall, and we get up and we do it again. That's not food service. That's war. That's love. And that's family, and I'll always honor it. But now I carry a lens instead of a knife. And I get to tell the stories of the ones who never asked to be seen, but always deserved to be remembered. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great week. Remember, we're not each other's enemies.